in my apartment. I said, you're the only one that nicest.
Who's dying?
I don't know, I believe all we're dying, aren't we?
No.
No, you're not? You're gonna live forever?
Yeah.
Then who the hell would want to marry you?
Why would somebody want to marry me if they knew I was going to drop dead? I mean, so they could collect the,
now wait a minute.
Death insurance?
You got that slick, right? You got that right there.
Well, it'd have to be somebody that was well enough off with enough money of their own that they didn't have to want me to die in order to collect on me.
Don't you watch television? Don't you watch television?
Oh, it's a little baby ant.
Oh no!
Oh, it's cute.
It's a cockroach, folks. We live in cockroaches.
It's not a bed bug.
No. Do you have bed bugs?
No.
Good.
I'm not very fun anymore.
You know what?
Very fun anymore.
Well, who told you that?
I just know it.
How do you know if you what does the word fun mean? Do you think you enjoy? Now wait a minute. Do you think you enjoy my account? Do you enjoy being here with me? Think before you say that. Enjoyable and fun is not the same thing. I enjoy being here with you. The reason right now is that, ooh, can I touch you?
What do you say ooh for?
Well, I thought maybe you...
That was a snake dance. First it was
like
this, then it was ew.
Yeah, I know. But see, I have another person that would slap me, just hit me.
Stop talking about hitting me. Stop talking about hitting me or I'm leaving and I'm going home.
I said
people don't do that anymore.
Really?
Yes, really. You're way behind in the times.
I didn't know that.
Way behind.
Did not know that.
You're way back 2 years ago.
I got another older woman who has no qualms about slapping me.
Well, I don't believe in that.
Well, I'm not too keen on it myself.
That's a neat one. That's new.
Yes, I'm amazing. I amaze myself. So how does it feel?
To be?
Yeah, to be here.
What is it? What is the song? How does it feel to be on your own, no direction known, like a great unknown?
That's just something
like a rolling stone. How does it feel?
How does it feel to be back here that I accept you for, just what you are?
Do you?
Yeah, of course.
But do you know me?
Of course not. I don't want to know you.
That's just it.
You don't know me.
That's just it. How does it feel to be back here? It feels like going back in time to a person I used to be, Miss Happy Dap. I'm sorry.
This one I can hardly wait to play this one. Hardly wait to play this one back, I have no idea what the hell that meant. I used to know that... It
reminds me of going back in time to when my dad was still alive.
No, wait a minute. I knew this woman before I even met the old lady, okay? Remember?
Yes.
Used to go shopping and...
I put out the Santa you bought me for Christmas under the Christmas tree. And I still have the bottles we got at the dollar store. All kinds of things to remind me. Stop feeling my breasts!
Wait a minute.
Stop it!
Did you see that?
Even if you're numb from drinking, that's not appropriate.
Well, did you see those up there?
What are they?
I never used them. Those are the ones that you use, and they're still there.
Oh. Well, it does. It feels like going back in time to when my dad was still alive, when I didn't have the privilege and the freedom to think, or to choose, or to decide.
Yeah, I know. You're telling me.
How are you going to respond to that?
Well, you're. We've gone to them.
No.
I remind me of your dad, so just shell out some money, you know. So that wasn't a big deal.
I do miss that about my dad.
Well, I was. Sweetie,
I do miss that about my dad. I didn't have to buy myself anything. He was packages right and left, whatever I needed, whatever I wanted, it was there. Now, I don't get any Christmas presents from anybody on this planet. Nothing. So,
well,
I knew when my dad died that there would not be a person on this planet left who loved me. And I was correct. I knew that when he passed. So,
so you decided I was going to be your father, right?
no, I think you kind of did.
Wait a minute. I decided I was going to be your father?
No, you're not my dad, and you don't remind. It's just that you were here when my dad was here.
Mm-hmm.
And so you sort of have some of his stuff or something, you know? It's kind of like people that, like when Suzanne died, I was very, very, very upset about it because I was thinking, where's this stuff coming from? It was stuff from way back when my dad was still alive and when I was living on the 3rd floor. And that was when Suzanne died. I found out that she died. It took me the whole day to get over it. It really, oh yeah. Oh yeah. She used to come to my house and I would braid her hair. She had the most beautiful, thick hair.
You gotta be kidding me.
No.
She's a nasty woman.
She could be to me at times, but then she'd always come and make up. But I saw her.
Did you ever see the guy she was hanging around with?
Before she died.
Did you ever see the guy who she was hanging around with?
She's married. I
didn't say that. I said she's hanging around with.
Yes.
Holy crap.
Well, she called him Daddy.
Mother.
Well, it's still, even to think or talk about it, it upsets me a whole lot because I went there the last week before she passed.
Really?
Yeah, and I had just gotten a card in the mail and I wanted to look at the card, and Merle, her husband, was downstairs and saying, come here, you got to take the bird, will you take the bird? And
to give you the bird or what?
No, a parakeet.
Oh, I'm sorry, you'd give the bird.
Yeah. And so I
went.
How
do I know?
I went there, and she was so sick. She was laying flat out on the couch. Okay. And she did not even turn her head to say hello.
This is the folks that
she was in an oxygen mask, and she was very bloated. From her, I guess her liver was shutting down or something, and. Merle was crazed.
By the way.
The bird was crazed, the dog was crazed, Merle was crazed. I couldn't do anything about it, and it was just tugging at my mind, tugging at my heart. I have to help, I have to do something. But I couldn't take the bird because it had a tumor on its eye that was big as its head. And I didn't want to expose my birds to their bird, and I did not want to witness the death of the bird. I did not know how sick she was at that point in time. However, okay, what? So I left, and it bothered me, okay? It really, and then when I heard she died Christmas Day, for Christ's sake.
For Christ's sake, on Christmas Day?
Yeah, I know.
Isn't that kind of cheesy, you know, like Christmas Day, Christ?
You know what I did. But see, I didn't find out until about
I didn't know
4 or 5 days ago.
I didn't
and
know she was
just,
going to get married this year.
I freaked. I just freaked.
You freaked.
Lord willing, I will. I'm ready. It's time.
To do what?
Get married.
Whoa.
It's been a long, long time.
When was the last time you were married?
Since I've been married. Oh, when did he divorce me? 2005, 6.
Is that it? I thought it was a long time.
That is a long time.
I was divorced in 1993.
That's 7 years or something like that. It's about time I'm getting on with the
1993.
program. I need a man, you know? That would be a nice thing. Actually, I don't need a man.
Well, then you just said you don't
And
need
that's
a man.
why, no, and that's why I'm ready. And that's why I believe that I'm getting married this year, because I don't need a man. I don't have to have a man. I think it would be a better thing, you know? So, I mean, I have my own stuff and everything.
Well, let me ask you this.
Are you going to educate me on this?
No, let me ask you this.
What?
What do you need a man for? Money? Sex? What do you need a man for?
Well, you can't love the wall.
Women love women. Men love men. What do you need a man for? I'm asking it.
I'm out of high school. That means I don't have a best female friend. Okay.
Wait a second.
I graduated. Okay. That means that I don't need a female friend like I had in high school.
I never had a female friend. Well, yes, I did in high school, but she was female. But
Well,
skip
all
that
I'm
part.
saying is because that's the way that God made it. That's the way it's supposed to be. And as long as Jim has anything to do with my life, he'll make sure that I never get married again.
Why?
Because he's made sure that his mother never gets married again. He thinks marriage is evil or
How
something.
can you come up with this stuff?
I don't come up with it. He does. That's his mind.
Well, that's what I mean.
S-M-I. S-M-I.
I try to talk to this guy, and it's like floating in the air, you know.
Well.
That's got to be the worst thing that happened.
Who? What?
Your ex-husband you don't like is living in the same building that you do.
He's okay, but...
But you just said he's not okay.
No, he still wants power over me to decide
Well, he's
what
got it
happens
over okay.
to
He's,
me.
he's living in the same building with you. That's like living in the same house. Never mind. That
Well-
makes sense to me.
Well, yeah, and he's going to try and break it up, but it's not going to happen.
Oh. What? Okay, let me ask you this. Does he have gay tendencies, or what's his problem?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You've been married to the guy.
I don't care is the answer. I've been there, done there, and it's finished.
It's not finished. He's living in the same building with you.
If I say it's finished, it's finished. I own my life. He doesn't. He divorced me. Pardon?
It's not the way I'm looking at it. He's still running you.
He's still hooling?
He's still running your life.
No, he's not.
This man is not well.
He's not running my life.
And he's not well, all right?
Well, whatever.
No, I don't know. No big deal.
But I'll tell you one thing, this time it's going to be for love.
I kind of like to look for that myself. I kind of like get love, you know. Married 4 times, just one time for love.
After all these years, it kind of would be nice, huh?
Married 35 years and not to the same woman, but never for love. These damn kids they keep bringing along, you know. I go, oh my goodness, those kids are just gonna kill you. Well, they do.
Well, I'm moving out of here and I'm getting my own house, and I am getting married this year in
sounds good to me.
2012. It is good. They're both good. Those are big changes, huh?
Well, I'll tell you what.
Those are big changes.
I'll tell you what. If you
What is that logo on the sleeve? Is that a Nike, or what is that logo? Is that Gap? What is that? Here, let me look at your collar thing. Here. Oh, Adidas. Excuse me. There we go.
I tell you,
Okay.
this shirt's
All right.
$75.
I know.
Shirt.
It's
worth
beautiful.
more than.
It's 40. This is 40.
Yeah, right.
Believe it or not.
Yeah, I
I'll
believe
pay
it.
40 for it. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'm getting married and I'm getting my own house, and I am also probably starting to have my own business.
Oh my goodness, what is that?
Well, it's going to be artwork.
Oh,
Yes.
do you want to be my agent? You can sell my artwork for me?
Yeah, well,
Have you been doing artwork behind my back or
Yeah.
something like that?
a lot. A lot. That's why I spend more time in my place than I used to socializing. Because those people are going to be dead. I mean, everybody, I'm sorry, but they're either get evicted or they die. But yet, I can go back to my artwork and look at and it's still there. So, that's not a
That's
very
what I
nice
got.
thing to say, but what comes out of me, seems, it's like, if you don't have children, I guess what you do is produce things like that.
Mhm.
So, like books and literature and artwork and poems and baskets. I'm sorry. What?
That's great. It
So-
is. I never even knew you had artistic talents.
Oh yeah, it's,
I thought you just like to go to a craft store and buy stuff and hang it up in your apartment.
no, I
Look
didn't.
at this crap.
I don't do that.
Look at this crap.
All my craft stuff was given to me by my dad's wife and by Juliana.
Ah.
I never buy it. I just ended up with it.
Oh, that would explain that.
So, but I did price acrylics when I was at the store.
Oh boy.
Hey, I can get, they're only like $13 with tax for a set.
$13 with tax?
Yes,
Boy, that sounds
That's cheap.
dynamite. I know.
that's really good to get me going again, because I used all my acrylics and my watercolors, most of my watercolors. And so I thought, well, I just barely glanced at them and everything. I'm sure like for double that, I could probably get a nice set to get started on that.
Well, let me ask you this.
But
Have you been doing any watercolor work or anything like that that I might take a look at and go, that's very interesting?
yeah, a lot of it I send.
You send? What do you send it?
Well, to my ex-husband, my first husband. I send it to him. Well, he's a great artist. That's his profession. And
And
so
that's
if
why-
he said, did you do these, Kimmy? Wow.
And that's why he lives here?
No, that's my first husband. So if he receives my artwork and he says, did you do this, Kimmy? Wow. Then I know that it's halfway decent. Okay? So.
Well, how old was your first husband?
How old? He's turning 64 on Tuesday.
Well, how come I can't see any of this stuff? I mean, seriously, I have
He
people...
hasn't been painting since he had his heart surgery.
That's besides the point. I can, maybe if you're doing some good stuff, show it to me. Maybe I can put you out there.
You wouldn't like it.
Why?
Put me out where?
What do you mean I wouldn't like it? How do
I
you know what
that
I like or
means.
not?
It took me years to find out what that means, and now I know what that means.
That's what I mean. And folks, you wonder what I drink, don't you? Then you just wonder why I do it. This is my neighbor.
No, I'm not. It's neighbor. Anyway, so,
What's the point? If you
what
know,
point?
the point is that if you let other people judge your lifestyle or your whatever you're following, you're letting other people lead your life. It's simple. It's not complicated. Men sometimes do not be able to produce anything. Women sometimes not produce anything, but that doesn't mean that they can't get together and produce something. I'm sorry this is complicated, but if you let somebody else, especially your parents, or you let some guy that you married lead your life, tells you what you're supposed to do, you're not living your life, you're living somebody else's life.
That's why it's a good idea for me to get my own place and to get out of here and have my own home.
I have no problem with that.
I don't want to live in college forever. This is like a college dorm.
No, this is not. This is like an asylum.
Oh yeah, that too. No.
Well, this is like an asylum, sweetie. It is. It's like an asylum. And I say this with all respect, whatever the hell that word means.
Today,
I forgive you for whatever happened in the past. I made a mistake. I said, hey, you gotta, I like you, all right? I still like you, I do, all right? I think
I wanted us to be friends.
we're always going to be friends.
It's just because I'm wearing this top.
Well, that's true.